Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. In any event, soul family, I'm glad you all are here. And we're going to dig right in without a whole lot of ado today. Love has been showing up so much in the readings that I just wanted to go ahead on and do a full-fledged love reading because it's going to be fun and why not? So we're going to dig right on in here. I am still sitting at the table. I called in my guides and prayed over the cards, and definitely ask that any of your guides, angels, ancestors that have messages for me, beings of the highest white light only, of course, that they be allowed to come in and bring their messages. So we're going to see what we see, because I know for a fact there's some divine counterparts in this collective, because love keep coming up even when I'm not trying to do a love reading. So we're going to see what they got. And here come the karmics, thief. You know what? I ain't even surprised. But there's a change. Yes, indeedy. We ain't keeping that around for long. No, sir. That's going to have to go. They steal your joy, they steal your man, and they'll steal your woman or your man. They'll steal your woman or man if you let them, but no. And here, this is what I saw in the last reading, Pathway. This card used to be called 2 years patience. This ain't no instantaneous thing for you. And you might be wondering, when is it going to happen? How is it going to come together? Oh, it's coming. Courtship is here. So stop worrying about the timeline. It may not be instant. Maybe years involved. And I think a lot of it has to do with getting rid of this thief or discovering who it is. Yep, despair is here. I'm going to put them down here. And house. High honor. I think that's where we're supposed to stop, because normally I'll pull for the pentagram and then with just one left for spirit's position. Let's pull another layer and see what we got. Actually, let's pull the tarot first. That's what I really want to do. Oh, now I'm making a mess. I guess this is the deck I need to use first then. What do we need to know about this thief, spirit? What card is that? 5 of Swords was right there. But I didn't shuffle at that point, so. Wow, and then the 5 of Pentacles came out. And 5s. Oh wow, when the card flipped over, it was split at the King of Wands and the Lovers, but they didn't fall out of the deck. The Magician is here with this change. Okay. Ooh. And the Ace of Cups. See? So whatever you've been through or going through, with this 5 of Pentacles, that is lack mentality. In some cases, actual poverty. It's hardship. But there's a change coming here. The Magician is here. You're manifesting something. This is divine power. Ace of Cups. That's love. It's a new beginning on this pathway. And the world is here with courtship. I told y'all. I knew it was going to be a love reading, but that's divine counterparts if I don't pull nothing else. To go from the thief and the 5 of Pentacles and instantly go into this change with the magician pathway, which is a spiritual path, but that brings this beginning of love, and courtship is right there with the world. Now what's with this despair? That despair is for that damn thief. Nine of Swords, anxiety. Yeah, that's a hard period and a hard pill to swallow. And you do be worried about it because, look, trust me, you preaching to the choir. You ain't got to tell me about not trusting in love, because look how old I am, and just now almost trying to figure out if I got it. Well, I know I'm pretty confident I got it right, because I'm with my coming into union with a divine counterpart, but it took having to unplug from everything for several years to get the clarity to understand and recognize a divine counterpart when they were brought into my life. But until then, oh yeah, buddy, plenty of despair, plenty of Five of Pentacles, plenty of them thieves and nagging folks around, and plenty of Nine of Swords. But you can't keep that around. The Lovers is here with the House. So for many of us, our foundation, this house situation, has been unstable. But that is changing big time. And I believe when you find your counterpart, one and or both of you, and in this case it's looking like it's probably going to be both. This looks like twins or serious divine counterparts are coming into high honor together, or either that or one of you is going to be supporting the other one in this, but there's some kind of high honor in this. Knight of Pentacles, reliable, steady, purposeful. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Glad I didn't pull these off the camera, because you wouldn't have believed it if I had just came up with any old thing. But you see it for yourself, family. Now let's see what we're going to clarify those. They don't even really need no clarity, but I can't help it. I do things somewhat methodically. I'm not, yeah. So we're just going to rock with it, because that's the way Spirit trained me, so. My tarot guys be tripping. They funny, but I love it. Oh wow, Three of Swords here. Yep, deep emotional pain right there with that damn thief. And the Five of Pentacles, lack, all of that. And the Five of Cups, it still spill over. But oh, now this deck is, went through great pains. Well, it wasn't a pain, but you know what I mean. I made it sure that I didn't have reversals in the deck, but the way the card shot out, it landed in reverse anyway. So change is here. Overcoming this despair. This is accepting change, ready to move on, healing, and let go. That's the way the card came. So, yeah, guess what? You got your assignment. And then the Sun is here. It's interesting because the way this one shot out too, well, there is no reversal for real in the Sun, but the way it came up, it's a yes either way. This one's talk about happiness, positivity, and all of that, but the way it came out, it says count your blessings, permission slip, supremely optimistic, right here with the Ace of Cups in this pathway. Ooh, and the ringing in my ears just changed severely, like shifted frequency bad. My ears been ringing since 2018 or so. The frequency in my head is so bad that for 3 or 4 years I could not wear Bluetooth earbuds. I would destroy them every time and I've tried everything all the way up to, well, I didn't use AirPods because I didn't like the way they felt in my ears, but I had some German brand that was just as expensive as AirPods, and still within 3 months one of them would always start, well actually within 2 months usually, one of the earbuds would always stop working, whether I had dropped it or I ain't got no water in it, didn't drop it, nothing. Seven of Cups is here, many possibilities. Maybe with the world, but I don't think, well, some of you might have more than one potential soulmate coming in, but for real, for this kind of what I'm looking at on this table, I don't think there's a whole lot of those. I think you're just confused and not understanding where this is heading yet. But that's okay, because when they come in, they're going to make it clear it's going to be actual courtship. It ain't no wham bam, thank you ma'am, and all of that. It's real. It's going to be some real courtship involved here. Y'all going to do this right. The moon is here. Oh, that's what that despair. Blocked intuition. And maybe that's why you're in so much despair and anxiety, because of the pain of this, you can't even see this. It's not in your face, happening right this second. So you are having a hard time even allowing yourself to imagine it, because you got too many conditions swimming around in your head about what came before. Cut that crap out. Build what you want in your mind. See it. Hold it. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Don't worry about it whether... Guess what? If you're a woman, see your dream man in your visions. If you're a man, see your dream woman. Don't try to put a face or a race on them. Focus more on what that love feels like. Focus on what you want and what it feels like, what that kind of love would look like, how you want to be treated, how you want to be courted, how you want to be on a spiritual path together. Don't try to make it fit any individual if you don't already have it in your life. And shut the door on that a little bit. Oh yeah, they come like you got to be delusional. Well, you might. In order to be an intentional manifester, sometimes you do have to be just a little bit delusional. Because creation, manifestation, starts with holding a firm belief. Faith is the evidence of that, of things not beheld. Or wait a minute, the assured, what does it say? The assured expectation of things not beheld, the evidence, or the assured expect. I don't know. It's been a long time since I read Hebrews 11:1, but you can go check it out. But it's about holding on to a vision before it's materialized, with the clear understanding that that's the way to materialize it. Stop believing what you. I believe it when I see it. No, you'll see it when you believe it. It's right here for you. Knight of Wands is here with the Lovers. Oh, I didn't mean to turn it that way, but oh, in this deck it was, well, and the Knight of Wands is a very charismatic. That's why I'm giggling, because he's like that sexy rogue, kind of the bad boy of the tarot almost. I'm not saying that he's gonna do you wrong, but he ain't always. If it wasn't something else, some more stability coming along with it, and the courtship already promised, the Knight of Wands is kind of a wham bam, thank you ma'am. But in this deck it says shameless flirt, over the top, adventurous, rebellious, but he's a charmer and sexy. Yeah, the Lovers is here with this house. Y'all gonna have fun, family. The Knight of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, and the Queen of Wands is right here. Okay, so you pretty sexy too. Alrighty then, so we got... Ooh, this is kind of nice right here. Yeah, this... Okay, so we've gotten out our tarot. Let me see what else we gonna grab here, because this is looking good. Let's see, where we going? We're gonna pull some oracle cards too, because I just love oracle cards, and we're gonna get some messages. But I wanted to get this tarot message out the way first. But yeah, I can't stop smiling, because you got the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. Maybe there's an age gap, some kind of an age gap, but hey, if you know like I know, that's a good thing. And this adventure comes out again, so that's gonna be sailing away. You're heading towards something else. Yeah, we get it. There's been heartache. There's been hard times. But you're protected. This change is here with divine protection with this castle. Wow, pathway is here with labyrinth. So you don't see the way. This denotes a little bit of not knowing the way. But the point to always note with the labyrinth, you're not in there alone. This promise of love is coming. So don't worry about whether you can see it right this minute or not. Trying to tell you. Have faith in it. You calling it in, and house is here with these choices in the world. I think it ain't. It's the possibility of new love. You've got to decide what you want and to call it in and allow it in. What don't you see that's causing all of this anxiety and despair? How long it's taking? Time is here. Yeah. This has been going on too long. And you don't see this. Because they ain't ringing your doorbell right now, but they coming. Might be bringing a baby with them too. But even if they don't, the lovers is here with these creams. It's coming, boo. It is coming. Don't you worry about that. Queen of Wands. Now don't get all haughty talking about I don't want it and he ain't coming and then stop looking your gift horse in the mouth. Now that's the dice. It could go either way, but it's here with this high honor. We ain't gonna take a gamble. Okay. We're not gambling on that, Spirit. What we got? Give me one clearly, please. Unless that well, okay. Get more information, learning. Well, to get to this high honor, it's gonna require y'all doing something, and you may not have all that information together. And I get it, because you might not even have the man or woman yet. But it's coming, and you'll get that information, so I ain't even gonna sweat that. But you got house here twice, so that stability is, yeah. With the lovers and courtship. A knight and a queen right next to each other. Adjacent possibilities. And you know, when I was when I was looking at this, I was noticing that this boat, the ship, is literally the way it's sitting on top of these cars. All of this pain here. We got the thief, the Five of Pentacles, this poverty, the heartbreak with the Three of Swords. But this boat is literally pointing in a direction like it's just sailing off the top of off of those cards, heading towards this castle with this change, the Magician. Now the Five of Cups, that's kind of crying over spilt milk, but it's not all is lost. Yeah, you had to walk away and leave something. Three of the Cups have fallen over, but there's two still standing. And that's your adjacent possibilities. Oh, no, the adjacent possibilities was pointing to that. My bad. What we got? Woman holding a heart is here with this change. So if it's not you, if you are a masculine, she's coming. And if not, she's you. And for sure, thinking woman. The spiritual path. And for a lot of divine counterparts that I hear out in the space, myself included, with me and my counterpart, it may be hard to see because you go in this hermit mode to heal from the heartbreak and all of that. And very often the female awakens and begins to ascend spiritually before her counterpart. She catalyzes growth in him, and he catalyzes healing in her. So she's like feeding his spiritual needs, and he's kind of feeding her emotional needs. Yeah. And they say, like with the twins, they said that the feminine heals in separation. She needs that time alone to get her head together and heal those wounds. But the masculine heals in union. However, on this pathway, if y'all are in communication while you're on this pathway, you can heal together. Appreciation is here. You better appreciate it. After all of that mess, to be properly courted by this magician and all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. We definitely. But actually, and the appreciation and the gratitude is what brings it in. And your money coming. Haha. So you can get out of that despair. There's a woman holding a coin. Or you going to be a woman holding a coin. One of the two. But you don't see it. Like I said, the moon was right there. Because of this time factor, you don't see it. But that don't mean it ain't coming. because everything else on this board points to it. Look at here. House, the Lovers, the Knight of Wands, and these cranes, storks, whatever, with happy family. Okay, you ain't got to see it, but it's coming. And again, I get it. Once you get your money right, maybe you'll be better. And especially for females, stop being so defensive. He ain't got to have 100,000 billion jillion in the back. These women that I hear on social media these days are absolutely ridiculous, talking about a man got to be making $200,000 a year to talk to them. Do you know that that's like less than 0.5% of the population to make that kind of money? Yeah, it sounds good. How about learn how to tame your wants and needs? Because here's the thing, if you want that kind of money, find this kind of love. And when he truly loves you, if that's what you really want. Now, I ain't saying you're going to get somebody that just loves you to death, but he's sorry as a scrub. I ain't that. When you really connect with a soulmate, you're going to inspire each other. And most men that are able-bodied, if you inspire them, he'll build you a castle if you want him to. So he ain't got to have everything out the gate. That ain't even realistic anyway, because half of them chicks that I be seeing saying that, and I ain't trying to be disparaging against nobody, but let's face it, most of the ones that are talking that ain't never seen $100,000 in their life. Half of them are down there working some regular retail job for $25,000, $30,000 a year, 50 if they're lucky. But they think that they're going to, just because they look good and smell good and spend thousands of dollars on fake hair, eyelashes, and high heels, that somebody is going to swoop down from their penthouse in their $500,000 job and sweep them off their feet. Them days is kind of long, it's over with. The angel of balance is here for this high honor. You're going to figure this out. When this information comes, and I really think it's part about getting the money together too, but in this appreciation and allowing, it's, oh wow, look at the bottom of the deck. Blossoming abundance is right here, with the crown chakra and Archangel Uriel. Okay, let's jump into some oracle cards and just get some messages. Ooh, you know what? With this, yeah, if this deck right here, if something got to come out about this thief and this despair and what's going on is, this is a twin flame deck. Now, we're not going to count this as your cards unless it wants to come back out. But when I first, pre-shuffled the cards before I started recording, mirrors came out here. Separated or together, we are working in tandem with each other. So, I honestly think that, yeah, the people that I'm reading for, I really, really think that there are some twins and some divine counterparts. This is not going to become a twin flame love reading channel, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I got a couple I'm subscribed to. When I'm in separation and distance from my twins, sometimes I like getting those messages and those confirmations. I don't need the confirmation, I just like it. So I like to do love readings sometimes. Oh wow, 2 11s came out side by side, and we talking about whether or not we're talking about some twin flames. All these cards in this deck ain't 11. But I didn't even read which ones they were. This is crazy. I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, and I pull away in fear. The next solstice or equinox will bring an important shift for us. Yeah. Maybe you are afraid because of these thieves that's been in the background. And those are not always necessarily romantic exes either. People can poison your mind from everywhere. A lot of it is pain from exes and previous relationships, but a lot of it is just stuff. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out this connection. I've never experienced anything like it before. I'm going through physical, emotional ascension symptoms. I need space to rest, but from a higher perspective, I'm releasing old energy. I'm seeing synchronicities like your name or 1111 and working out what they mean. And we got 3 11s on this table already. Wow. And here come number 4. Wow. Don't be tempted to disconnect from Source. Our connection to Source is the love and healing we require for reunion. And that's the truth. I know for a fact, if my twin and I had met when we first met, we would not be together today. We were nowhere near spiritually focused, either one of us, and had too much healing to do. It was much better for us to heal in separation so that we can come together from a different space than we ever did. Now, this is more than I had planned to draw from this particular deck, but the way they came out, we're going to read them. The planets are activating to heal us and the planets are activating us to heal and bringing us closer together. Surrender to the changes. There is a lesson to be learned from this. I know this is more than a relationship and there is a higher purpose to our connection. I'm beginning to focus on my mission and our connection is part of that. Yeah, that part. I'm trying to tell you, divine counterparts are not brought together just so they could find love. That is part of it. That is the reward for being a faithful steward and doing the spiritual work. But there's work to be done after that. Y'all don't just get to hold hands and walk off into the sunset. I mean, you do, and it feels like that because your spiritual work isn't truly work, but you have divine purpose and mission to step into. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality, surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. It's only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And I think that's kind of what turns the tide, I think, for a lot of us. When you start worrying about, I can't leave because they're going to be upset and they need me and I don't want to hurt anybody, so you're going to hurt yourself? We done did that long enough, don't you think? We got to stop that. You can't keep hurting yourself to avoid hurting the people that are hurting you. You don't want to deliberately hurt anybody, but guess what? If they're hurt by you escaping so that you can stop being hurt and be treated the way you're supposed to be treated, that's on them, because they should have known better than to treat you like that in the first place. They gotta heal. And I'm not even gonna bash none of the exes or the karmic folks or any of that, because like I say, they're just operating out of their vibrational bandwidth. We ain't had no business getting with them in the first place, but we were an energetic match to that when we got them. It looked good when we got it because we didn't know what we was looking for. The reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship. And we started out, oh no, I was in another deck I had pulled somewhere with some friendship. And these aren't necessarily correlating with these piles per se, but I'm just stacking them here because they might though, you never know. Let's see. Sub Rosa. Hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. I'm trying to tell you, with this high honor, the courtship and the stuff I'm seeing, yeah, healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. Release the petals. Transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. When you crack open spiritually and come into union with your divine counterpart and they crack open spiritually, and well, actually in separation, y'all both are ascending and changing and all that good stuff. When you come together, there's going to be even more evolution and uncaging, as they say. You're being called into service. You didn't even know all of that heartache and pain and the despair and the anxiety and all of that stuff. You being suited and booted to be soldiers in God's army. Speak out, communicate, and solve the conflicts. And for many of you, that's what you ain't had no choice. Yeah. And some conflicts can be solved and some can't. And when they can't, you learn to get gone. Oh wow. And I said that, and the next card that flipped over was the gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. Right there with this change. happy life. Live a less guarded life. That's that pathway, the road less traveled. Take some time to get there. That's self-love, self-care, healing, introspection, inner child work, all of that good stuff that leads to ascension and a return to joy. We are here to experience joy with this courtship. Let's see what we got here with the telepathy cards. Connection. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. Time. Let time forget those scars. Ooh. Link. The bond of love grows stronger over time. Embrace your loving connection and be happy. All right. Ooh, I ain't even shuffle. Yin and yang balance is needed, yeah. Inner peace. Inner peace. The garden and the gardener came out. Worthiness and dating. Okay. Compatibility is here at the bottom of the deck. So if you don't have this already, it is soon coming. Now, I'm not a professional in any of those areas, so I can't, this is entertainment only. I have to tell you that. But if you know like I know, the fact, if you can wrap your mind around it, you can call it in. It's here for you. And I know like I said, I know who I'm working with and how they work with the cards. So, like I say, I just sit here and pull the cards. All I got. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. True love comes when you least expect it. Change. Think of a special moment which brought you much joy with your partner. Or again, if you don't have them happy moments with a current partner and the past was kind of that you need to close that door, think of a special moment that you want to have with your partner if you can't think of one with the one you already have. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. And I hear that, especially people talking about they're on the twin flame journey. A lot of them say it's very tumultuous. That wasn't my experience. But again, like I said, I spent my whole ride in separation. We didn't have time to argue. Well, I guess we could have, but we didn't. Embrace your loving connection and rejoice. But even in those situations where people talk about the relationship being so tumultuous and all this runner chaser and ghosting and all of that, people fail to realize the twin flame journey, and I'm going to hazard a guess to put that to all divine counterparts. It's just a spiritual journey, because you can't come in real union with them, in any harmonious union, until you heal. You get what you are. So if you still having a whole lot of runner chaser arguments and they don't want to act right, and half the time I honestly think that a lot of them people in the comments that be doing that is because they got caught up in the notion or the tag of twin flame, and they want so bad for somebody to be their twin that may or may not actually be. You'll know. because I wasn't trying to. I didn't even know what twin flames were until I was led to the information, and it kind of confirmed what we were already going through. We were starting. Wow, Beyond Illusion is here. Change your perception. Personal Freedom Unleashed. It's the 7/7 Rebirth. Mirror Reflection. Karmic Purge. Soul Merger with this ebb and flow. Past Life Healing with the Voyager's Journey. And then we had this Masculine Twin Releasing the Lower Self. I want to pull a couple more. Oh, wow. And then the next one was Blossoming One with Self. High Priest, Personal Empowerment. And here's the Feminine Twin, Activating the Higher Self. So it's balancing. We saw Yin Yang in the other deck. Spiritual Awakening is here. Shift or be shifted. That's the truth. Shift or be shifted. And Releasing the Past, Karmic Relationship. I'm going to put that one right back over there because that's what this is all about. And then Clearing Karma, Kundalini Activation. I'm trying to tell you. And that's one of the reasons I was able to forgive and release all of those with love. And like I say, I know for a fact that some of my karmic lessons, I don't want to call them karmic exes, because truthfully, they're still high-level soulmates. You don't realize that. They came in your life for a reason. And even especially with my karmic, some of the stuff that I have in the tales to recount is painful. And some of it, if I told it just straight up without any understanding or whatever, it could probably make the people that actually care about me pretty mad for what I went through, or to at least understand the unfairness of it. But at the end of the day, I do understand that we're all playing a game here. We've enacted some things. We set some trajectories for ourselves before we ever get here. Lessons that we're going to walk through, kind of who you're going to be born to, some of the events. Now, I ain't saying all of our life here on planet Earth is scripted. Some of our soul contracts get renegotiated on the fly after we're here. But the basic trajectory of our lives is determined before we get here. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life now. But we already saw that, but woman holding the coin is showing up, so it's going to get better. I think all of this is going to kind of gel together. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And then playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Ooh, chemistry is at the bottom of the deck. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. What's at the top? Oh, that's the warning for this stuff over here. Pay attention to the red flags and unrequited love. They didn't fall out though. I just happened to see them at the top and the bottom of the deck. And then I think we're going to round out with this one because it's getting late and I got to work tomorrow, and you have hung with me for a minute. And we've already got the message a long time ago. We could have stopped a while back. But I love the fairies, so we're going to pull these. I love these cards. Wow. Forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Best friends. Friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. Friend zoned. You know what? We're going to put that right back over here where it's supposed to be. They all fell out together and I didn't know where they go. But for real, with this thief energy over here and it's releasing the past, it says a lack of passion in this companionship. But for real, some of us had to let go of people that didn't want to be let. They don't want to do right by you in a love relationship. They didn't want to do the courtship. They don't want to, none of the rest of that. But they just wanted to hang around in that friend zone thing. Psh, cut that out. You need a best friend that don't want to just be a friend. You know what I'm saying? Your actual counterpart will be your best friend, but it ain't gonna be no friend zone. Enjoy a chance of scenery to spice up, a change of scenery, excuse me, to spice up your love life. Sound like a vacation to me. And if you don't have a bae to take one with yet, just hold on, you will. Fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown. Take that chance when it presents itself. I'm trying to tell you. Especially if you feel like the way you met was so unusual and all the rest of that stuff, and you know it's kind of divinely guided, and you far enough along the spiritual journey, you know what's regular and what ain't. Pay attention to that. This is your true love, though. It says lasting love. Dreams come true. Have faith. Your rainbow will come smiling through. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, we stopping here because it can't get no clearer than that, folks. Let go of the past. Clear energy to allow more love in your life. Manifesting the one. Very soon, your true love will arrive. And that, dear ones, is your reading. Like I said, if we'd have got these two first, we could have stopped right there. But it would have been kind of short, a 30-second reading. But I do thank you. This was a beautiful message. Like I said, just hold on. If it ain't here already, it soon will be. For those that already have found your partners, congratulations. For those that know who your partner are, but you're in separation, it's coming, boo. And even if you haven't yet, let go of the past because you're manifesting the one. It is on its way. So that kind of covers everybody, doesn't it? I'm loving this. Now, how long it take you to get to this, that's up to you. I'm just a messenger. I love you so much, family. Until the next cards hit the table, be good or be careful or both. Peace and blessings to you. Namaste.